chain talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMP. D, go and get yourself this thing. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in your bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me.
Convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive. We welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Throwing, Cousins. He got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Clarity! 50 the mic, 50 the mic. Here we go, bring the energy.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
Right down. There you go. Go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Man, I got you. Man. 50. Kill.
Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Hardy Nickerson there to make the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
He's checking. Crash. Check 43.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Mayfield setting up the screen for Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. A give to Cook out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going to the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
Alert!
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Switch up! Jack!
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's go heavy. Heavy what you got.
From the gun, Mayfield.
Give me some.
It's caught. Jones. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
180! 58 the mic. You're trash.
Back to the ground, Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, In addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
58, right over there, Yeah. Mike, 58.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Check.
They'll try to run with Carson. Pushing and finding his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Chris Carson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. With solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. They give the Chubb out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
All right, now here we go. Hatch it.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go, defense.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They run. Chubb. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 24.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Check 52. Kill.
On the carry, it's Chubb. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That's it, baby.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll roll him out right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Kill.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Darren Fells. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Browns 10.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check three.
Mayfield now. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, Dalvin Cook just so explosive in the open field. He's not a small guy either, but once he gets those legs churning, look out. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
58, 180. Ship.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mayfield. That'll be complete to Cook. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or in this case, a field goal.
Now, Dion Lewis to return. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Way to do it, baby. Way to come up. Way to come up.
The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, team.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. To throw is Cousins. They set up the screen to Chubb. Got some room at the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am go ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining.
Let's go.
So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers.
A 27-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And here's Lewis. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Three down. Bird. Mike 50, Mike 50. Check.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
59. Watch the pass.
On play action, Cousins. Looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that
Has
one.
that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. 58's Mike, 58. 58's Mike.
From the 24, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Mike 54. Here we go.
Hey, what's up? Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Time to go. Night.
This is Carson. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1.
Hey, keep it up.
Now we get to the big fullback use check. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll run for it with Cook, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Dion Lewis up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
You.
On second and 9, Mayfield got a man and he hits him in stride. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Let's go. Let's get this ball. Let's go.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
25, check 25.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And he finds Cook. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here's Lewis. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They run it again with Chubb. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 29-yard line.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. They run with Lewis out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Danny Amendola. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are back within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
180! Watch the screen! Regular!
On the carry, it's Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
That one good for 12 yards, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check, 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 check. Watch twist. Watch twist. Shim, shim.
Pistol, pistol, pistol.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Run.
Let's go, baby. Return over. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Regular.
58.
Mayfield on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Check.
On first down, it's Carson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Second and 8 at the 28-yard line.
180.
58's the mic. Hey. Check your hot read.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to have a third down.
Set. 180.
58's the mic. Push him back. Check three.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This will be caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want.
They'll run with Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Bandit.
To throw, Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Lay down.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Set. 180.
Check. Watch 54. Come on, D.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Kyle Juszczyk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here's Lewis. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Get ready.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Cousins sets up the screen to Lewis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now Lewis here on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quan Williams.
Well, you're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or 2, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Watch that right.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On second down, it's Carson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Carson the first down and more. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And here's Lewis. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The Browns drive about to get started. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. That one good for 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2 yards, good enough for a first. They will run with Singletary. And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Devin Singletary, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. This will be caught at about the 5. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Check, 59. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Steelers, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the loss will drop them to 4 and 2 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Jay like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense to really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that chicky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'm saying. Got a new Prestos and a J's in the way. Got a new Chris Foss, but it don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it talks too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Boy, this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense to really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place.
And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running.